So I said I was done, and here I am sitting back in front of this map again. This morning I went to the 7th Annual First Coast Expressway Summit, and it's the first one I've ever been to. It was a great meeting. Most people are at work between 9 and 11, so I'm going to report back and tell you what's going on. I feel like the Raggedy Nancy Drew of Clay County, just like run around trying to get answers to everybody's questions. So David Brodsky was our first speaker. He is the superintendent of Clay County Schools. He had great information. Number one information, we have Spring Park Elementary. It's going to be opening August of 23. So if you live in Magnolia West, if you live in Traceland, if you live in Willow Springs, there's a good chance you're probably going to be rezoned. Lake Asbury Elementary is at capacity, and they've got to alleviate some of that. Let's see, what else did he talk about? He talked about some proposed projects. So Oak Leaf Junior is being proposed for 2025. Lake Asbury Junior High is proposing an addition. Ride Out an addition because they're both at capacity. And then we have Saratoga Springs, which we're talking about in 2030 for an elementary school and a high school. We have Governor's Park, which is projected for 2035, even longer. This one is going to be another high school and another elementary school. So this is going to be a little ways down the line. The next speaker that we had was Jeremy Johnson. He was with the Clay County Utility Authority. Nothing really exciting except that, they're just working on reclaimed water, things like that, trying to help out with our water situation and the cost to the consumer. One thing that I thought was really cool, instead of hiring out of state, they're working on retention of their current employees, and they're also working on getting interns from our schools. So here from Clay County Schools to come work for Clay County Utility Authority. They already have 6 high school students that have done that training, and they're already working on staff. So I think that's really cool. And I think that's great for the people of Clay. We need more jobs, and that's great. They want to keep it here instead of outsourcing and bringing families in. Let's see what else. That was pretty much the excitement of the water. So we had Taylor Abernathy. He's the Deputy Engineering Director of Clay County Board of County Commissioners. So he's like the big guy. He talked a little bit about what's happening. So I'm going to do a quick rundown. This is going to be a long video. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. So first, Community and Social Services. They're working on an emergency rental assistance program. They have a vulnerable residents program, which Michelle Cook talked about last week or a couple weeks ago when I was at the Clay Empowerment Council. Really cool program. I'm happy to answer questions about any of those. You guys are just going to have to message me because the videos can only be so long. We have a new health department coming to Fleming Island Town Center. We have a true commercial kitchen in Green Cove serving hot meals. We're going to have public transportation. And the most exciting information that I can tell my Clay Hill and Keystone friends is that you have broadband coming. So y'all are about to be connected to the outside world. They have an initiative called Partnering for a Better Clay. We have Gateway to Clay, which is Wells Road revitalization, which means they're trying to clean up Wells Road because we know it's a hot mess over there. The College Drive Initiative, they're going to work on doing food truck nights, Pond to Park master plan. They're doing road work and utility work. And then for my friends in Keystone, they're working on High Ridge Estates. It's a grassroots campaign to improve the quality of life in the High Ridge Estates area. So anybody that's familiar with that area knows that they could definitely use some help down there. And they're part of our county, and we need to reach out and help them. So our business growth. I touched on some of this, but I'm going to run through it really quick. So we have Ascension, St. Vincent, Green Cove, Baptist Clay, Fleming Island, HCA Middleburg, Borland Grover Clinic, Orange Park, Aquafin Swim School. We have Scrubbles in Green Cove. We have Wood Spring Suites, which is an extended St. Orange Park. That was a terrible idea. I don't know who approved that. It was terrible. V's Pizza on 17. We have Dreamet in Orange Park and Green Hills Springs. I highly recommend always, shop local. Rather than that new Dairy Queen they're going to put in, go see some local owners here. Keystone, you're going to be getting a BP at 214 and 100. Y'all need more gas stations. Every time I'm down there, I can't find a gas station. The most fun thing I saw was there's going to be an office building and rooftop bar on Highway 17. What? I hope it overlooks the water and not the highway. So excited about that. That's in Green Cove. Okay, we already talked about the schools. Up and coming. Okay, this is the last little part. So up and coming in Green Cove, we have Clay County Gun Range, County Road 215. We have a regional sports complex at Blanding and 16. We have road resurfacing, which we know we need. We're going to be getting more fire stations, a new building department in Great Cove Springs, of course, pickleball courts, because whatever. Ronnie Van Sant is going to be getting an erosion and stabilization project. And then they just kind of talked about the completion dates. So phase 1 is North Clay. So it is starting at the Duval line and going to 16. That's projected to be finished in 2025. Phase 2 is going to be 209 going to the Shands. That's projected for 2025. Phase 3 is going to be the Shands Bridge. It's going to take us over to 95, and that's projected at 2030. Shands Bridge is going to have a 65-foot vertical clearance, 9,300 foot long, and wide shoulders. I've had a lot of people ask me about the clearance, so I just wanted to touch on that. So I know this was a really long video. If you have questions, please text me, email me, call me. I'm doing my best to figure out. Also, everybody that's been asking me about sugar leaf, all this sugar leaf. I asked the question at the meeting, and I was told to email someone, and I emailed them, and I am going to make a separate video on sugar leaf. So stay tuned and follow if you want more.